Hi, and welcome back. As promised, this month we're working on turning our attention inward, or the pratyahara of the 8 limbs. It's the 5th from Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. Yama and niyama, these are the ethical principles. Asana, the shapes that we make and pause or move through. Pranayama, how we control and regulate our breathing. Pratyahara, as we turn our attention inward to get to know ourselves better. Then, depending on what we need to stay in that internal focus, dharana is the holding on to an intention. It could be a gazing point. It could be a mantra. It could be making sound or chanting. Anything that helps hold the attention to give you something to latch onto. Being wary of attachment or getting too dependent on that holding on. That's the dharana. And when the dharana becomes skillful, meaning it no longer needs to be controlled, like observed as if a teacher guiding you, that's what we call the dhyana state. And dhyana translates mostly to a flow state. In other words, the mind might freely wander, much like a stream wanders down its path, but it also will go to where there is history. So if your mind wanders to a history that is not helpful, stay in the dharana, stay in the focus. If you feel safe and can maintain that sense of calm, abiding, centered space of our intention in this practice, then soften that holding as if you're like releasing the boundaries or expanding even the boundaries of your river flow. Let the mind escape to its a little bit more broad edges. And when those boundaries can be completely released, that's at least my interpretation of samadhi, where there is no distinction between me and you or me and all that lives, right? So again, pratyahara is turning the attention inward. Dharana is beginning with a focused effort. I'm going to start us there. You're welcome to release that focused effort and move to dhyana. A little bit difficult when you're being guided, but if that shows up for you, then tune me out. Stay with your meditation as long as it's safe. And if you should touch samadhi, please let me know and tell me how you got there. No, I'm kidding. In the sense that we can't control whether or not we reach samadhi. It's pretty much, as my teacher taught me, an accident waiting to happen. And we encourage that arrival of samadhi by consistently showing up for the practice. So find your place right here, right now, just as you are. Could be reclined, could be upright. Feel the breath. We're looking to cultivate an alignment in mind, body, and spirit so that we can be in this moment without burden, without pain, without suffering. And the breath fuels us, sustains us. How much control we need to hold that breath depends on the depth of our safetyness, our security in this practice, our familiarity in trusting the breath. And for our dharana, I'm going to use the phrase, I am aware. And I want to turn the attention to what you're aware of inside of you. Inside your mind, inside your heart, inside your belly, inside your tissues. But inside, not out in the world. Okay? So I'm going to give you a couple of examples and then leave us to explore our internal world for a few minutes on our own. Oh, I'm aware of my shoulders softening, my jaw relaxing. Aware of a slightly deeper inhale. That felt really good. Aware of a smile on my face that feels like it's coming up from my belly. Hmm. Hmm. I do love this practice. I'm feeling a sense of gratitude, being able to share this practice. But more importantly, even to be able to have this practice as a self-care strategy. I'm aware that my fingertips are cold. I'm aware that my head feels to be moving a little bit with the breath. I'm going to direct my attention to an intention of peace, of alignment within. Tapping into my belly brain, my gut sense. Know that I'm enough. Ooh, that's tickling something deep. I can feel a little resistance showing up in my belly. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I'm shifting my attention to my heart space. Oh, what comes to the surface straight away is I am loved. I am loved. Feel a little prickle behind my eyes, my throat, a little bit tight. It's an emotional statement. As I say I am loved, my mind calls up images of the people who I know love me. It's as if they're surrounding me, holding me in this moment, but still within me. Some of them have even passed on. They're no longer in my day-to-day circle, or they're no longer living. But they have richly influenced my sense of being loved, of being lovable. Continuing with this manas focus, the mind stuff, the belly, the heart, move up into the head brain. I am worthy. I am worthy. I can do hard things. Look at that, it just changed. I can do hard things. Noticing that that worthiness felt like it was deeper to my guts and belly brain. And to make peace with that, my head brain shifted to my focus, my thinking, my discipline of attention. I feel a strength in my attention to do the things that I need to do the hard things, to solve the puzzles, to follow the path, to ask the questions. Ooh, that one really lit up in my brain, almost like fireworks going off. I ask good questions. So maybe one of these statements or one that came up for you, you want to stick with and just repeat as if it's a mantra for this moment. Or just let the mind continue to flow between belly, heart, and head. Still within. Go out to the tissues, the fingers and the toes, the muscles and the organs. What are you aware of? Dhyana. Let it flow. Let's take a slightly deeper breath and start to open your attention once again to the world around you. First, to the external edges of your body. Perhaps there is skin exposed to the air. Can you hear? Or can you smell or taste? Gently opening the eyes, take a look around. Perhaps something looks a little different than it was when you last noticed. Maybe it's something that's shifted within you. Maybe it's something that's shifted without your noticing. Just notice now. And hopefully you're feeling a little more in touch with that centered self, that alignment of who you be. And if not, that's okay too. Stick with the practice. Trust that when you give your attention to your self-knowledge, you will grow in that knowledge. And with that self-knowledge, you will grow in your capacity to choose what you need, what aligns, what you have to offer. May you breathe deeply, move freely, labor lovingly, and live vibrantly. May you be you, and may you be well. Namaste.